here we are, back in the contemplative forest on my power walk. And today I'm going to talk about abandonment at the end of love. As you know now, there are three archetypal wounds that could end love in a very negative way: abandonment, betrayal, and shame. Today I'm going to be talking about abandonment because that's the one that I'm dealing with now. And I want to share some of what I've done to live my own theory. When you're abandoned, what happens is that the brain tries to protect itself from making the same mistake. And what it does is it tends to evaluate things at both sides of the extremes of the poles. So when you're ready to have another relationship and you're coming from abandonment, there's a tendency to go to one of the extremes is that you want to give people an opportunity to prove themselves, and you tend to not pick up on the negative, what I call the precursors of reliability. Tend to not pick up on that and let it by because you're afraid of abandoning because you know how it feels. The other extreme is you go into perfectionism and you expect the person to be perfect, and that any little thing that they do is a violation of commitment. Either way, it's not going to work because nobody can live up to those expectations, including you. So what you have to find is the middle ground, the Aristotelian mean, or the Buddhist middle ground. All systems of wisdom have that you have to find that middle ground. And once you do, then you can look at things from a reasonable perspective, but you always have to look for several things here so it doesn't happen again, or at least you can prevent it to a certain degree. First, you look for the precursors of reliability. The new person, can they keep their word most of the time? Can they stick to what they say? Can they live their truth? Those are early precursors of reliability. You can rely on somebody or not. The second one is, do they have the ability to recognize when they did something wrong and apologize? Even a little thing. Another one is that sarcasm. They let you know their low-grade anger with sarcasm. And every once in a while you can be sarcastic, but if it becomes a language, then be careful with it, because that's not going to work really well. You also look for the ability that the person has to be grateful. Gratitude is an incredibly important component of a relationship. To be appreciative of what you do. And not to be in that quid pro quo, I do this for you, you do this for me. Just gratitude in itself and generosity in itself. And that's what needs to be cultivated in the middle, in the Aristotelian middle. Or the, as I said, the Buddhist middle way. So it's important that you see that. And when your heart is ready to go again and to love again, then let reason help it, because love, the code of the love is unconditional love. The code of cognition of the mind is reason. So it has to be a combination of unconditional love with some sense of reason. So work on it and love again.